Am I hitting the right levels on the mic, mate? Are you happy with that? This is me. I'm talking like squirrels and badgers.
Hello.
That's good.
Hello.
Welcome to Confused. So I'm a little bit confused.
Okay. We are confused.
So when are we starting?
We've already started.
This is the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. I love that. I love a chaotic start. I love the chaotic energy. That's good. Hi, Tobes. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I am confused. It's Monday. We're back at work after half term. Had a little bit of a break. Both had a little bit of a break, actually. Yeah. What did you do with your break, mate?
In my break, I put a mattress in my car and drove to Scotland.
Rock and roll. I mean, you slept on the mattress. It wasn't just for fun. You weren't delivering it or something.
No, it was a kind of camping air mattress. I had a rather nice time. Very comfortable, actually. I was surprised.
If you're going to recommend the best view in Scotland of somewhere that you stayed, what's the best view?
Best view
Send
is
people to Loch, whatever it is. Or
Loch Eck.
Sorry, spell Eck for me.
E-C-K. Not
Loch,
very well known.
Loch Eck. I haven't heard it.
It's not very touristy, but you've got to get there kind of at about 12 to 1 to get the spot.
12 to 1?
Between 12 and 1 o'clock.
Right.
For
yeah.
kind of evening campers.
I'm with
really
you. Morning campers, yeah, going off. Loch Eck, the views are spectacular.
About halfway down the main road, there is the perfect spot. If I'm already there, you're not taking it from me.
That's high risk sharing this. But the views across Loch Eck are good. And how many mosquito bites do you have? Or midge bites?
About 1,700.
Ooh, okay. So bring some DEET insect repellent, of course, if you can. Other brands are available. Quick question, though. Are there any prehistoric creatures living in Loch Eck? That's what we all want to know.
That's what we all want to know. I mean, my dad went for a swim.
Probably historic era he's been written about. So he might be historical, but I'm not sure he's prehistoric. So we'll see.
I'd be interested to find out, though.
I'm in.
Baltic when I went for a swim.
Oh, that's good though. It's good for your brain.
Apart from the fact that my brother nearly went into shock, but it's
small risk. There you go. Welcome to the Confused So podcast. We are talking about various questions that you send in or ask in East Group. So we'd love to have more questions from you. So just send stuff when you've got it.
So we've brushed over it, but I can see you're itching to talk about what you did last weekend.
I am.
Yeah.
Cool.
What did you do?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry.
There
half term. I asked you about half term. No, I wasn't itching. I'd forgotten. I was wanting to talk about questions because I need more questions for my podcast, Toby. No, it was good. Yeah, I had a good half term break. Visited family. Always good fun to see the grandparents. It was so warm, Toby. We had 2 barbecues in 3 days.
Ooh.
My mum's just like, right, I'm not cooking inside. It's way too hot. Dad, get out there. Get the coals on. Yeah, they are very much that ilk where sun's out, grill's out. That's where they're at. Also got to go to the UK Board Games Expo, which was 51,000 board gamers and role-play gamers turning up to play board games, see the new board games, smell board games, eat board games, you name it. It was good. We played some good stuff. And my favourite one I want to play with Youth Group at some point is called Sneaky Goose. And it's a very funny, stupid, simple card game.
Sounds like a U game.
It's not dissimilar to Uno, but it's it's that kind of silly card game that everyone gets cross with you because you played that thing to make them pick up 5 cards. But every card has a picture of a different goose on. And I met the guy who drew the gooses. Yeah. Drew the gooses? Drew the geese.
Drew the gooses.
He drawed the gooses.
Geese, but gooses sounds better.
He drawed the gooses. Yeah. And I got him to sign one of the cards, and I got a photo with him. He was very cool. So yeah, squeaky epic. Goose. Anyway, not squeaky. Right. Squeezy goose, sneaky goose. I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Before we head down a path we can't.
Let's
start with the questions. So number 1, which fast food chain would you eat at for the rest of your life? You could only eat from them,
and it's free.
So you can't eat any other foods. So you got to think here because there was a documentary that came out a couple of years ago called Super Size Me.
Interesting.
Where this guy ate McDonald's for a whole year straight.
Like 3 meals a day.
3 meals a day. And if they offered a super size meal, he had to say yes.
Yeah, his doctor, was he doing it for a year, Tobes? Or was it 3 months
365 days. Yeah.
Right. I do believe after 3 or 4 months, his doctor said to him, you have to stop or you'll die. Yeah. So, that's not good. Don't do that.
But that begs the question. McDonald's would be a poor choice.
Which fast food chain would you eat for the rest of your life? Okay.
Your nutrients they will always be kind of level. Like you're given a tablet every morning. So that's what the guy missed out on with McDonald's. And
I see. Sorry. This isn't this isn't just a free pass to KFC.
No, you can only eat this for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's a different question because I thought I'd get like a diner's card for KFC whenever I choose to go. Whenever I choose to go to KFC, I can flash and get a free meal.
There's a new KFC
that's cool.
to Northampton.
I'm excited. Other fast food restaurants are available.
Yeah.
But if I have to eat 3 meals a day at this place, I'm thinking, is there a world buffet that's technically fast food that I can have? Like, oh wow, Toby, that's so hard. You know what? It'll be something along the lines of a proper Turkish or potentially, actually within our town, a Syrian, Kurdish kebab shop. So it's home cooked foods.
Yeah.
It's not like, forgive me, if you like doner kebab, no insult to you. If you make doner kebabs within your business, no offense to you. For me, don't do doner. But they're chicken on the skewer.
I discovered the other day a high protein, completely healthy, tasty doner kebab recipe.
I want to make those using
so you use
greaseproof paper.
Greaseproof paper.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. Well up for that. However, our kebab shops in town here, but I'd go for like.
I have worked at kebab shops in town, and I wouldn't eat the doner even if it tasted good.
20% rodent. So no, I would say proper Turkish, in our case Syrian kebab. So home cooked chicken, rice, the salad, there's chips as well. They also do some desserts. And I'm like, that I could do that every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me,
flatbread.
there's not one nearby, and I've only had it once before, but I think it would possibly have to be like a kind of Taco Bell.
Oh, that was on the tip of my...
Just rice and chili when you want it, or you can have kind of burritos. That would be my...
Is there quite a lot of variety within the Taco Bell menu? I can't imagine there is being Mexican.
There might not be massive variety, but even then it's just slightly healthier than anything else that could... Because I couldn't eat chicken and chips every night.
that is kind of the problem. I now regret that decision. I think I haven't eaten Taco Bell, but as it's fast food and there's quite a lot of variety, I'm well in. Hang on, I'd get really bored really quick. Subway would be quite good because you can make a completely different sandwich, and they've got breakfast items. I mean, I don't want to do this. I don't want to eat the same place 3 meals a day for the rest of my life.
But you could also kind of have like just like a little chicken bowl with some rice.
Salad. There's rice bowls. They do some hot potato-y things, and there's bread.
I mean, my gut and heart tells me I want KFC because I can just
have
a chicken wrap at lunch.
Fist bump. I've had KFC.
Chicken for breakfast and chicken for dinner.
I had KFC yesterday, made me very happy. But no, I couldn't do more than 2 a day. It really annoyed me. The variety is important, so Taco Bell's a great shout. I'm well up for
Taco Bell, KFC, or Subway.
Subway's a good option.
If you would like to sponsor us and give us gift cards for the rest of our life.
Yeah, but don't make me eat there 3 times a day. if I can eat free whenever you want Taco Bell, I'm well up for that.
Well, speaking of Subway, Greg, our second question. You could probably tell I am hungry, and that's why I chose these questions.
Right.
If Jesus came to your house, what sandwich would you make?
I have to make him a sandwich. I can't make him anything else.
Yeah, so he's coming for lunch. He is really wanting a sandwich. What sandwich?
Right. That's a tricky one. So, I think a theological question. Is it resurrected Jesus from, Palestine 2,000 years ago? Because that's one thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where, it's got to be kosher because he's still with, got to think about that. He can't be doing bacon butter, he's just saying. Or is it like the second coming?
Let's say the second coming.
He's coming. White horse arrived.
Yeah.
Settled every misery, debt, pain, and sin in the world. Yeah. But says, "I'm going. We're starting the new heaven, new earth, Tobes. However, I am starving. Coming to your house. What are you putting between bread for me?" So he could go beyond kosher. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. It'll make it a little bit easier.
Although, if this really offends you, the idea of Jesus not eating kosher food when he's physically on earth, I am really sorry, but we're taking it. We're taking it as he's living in fulfilled times beyond the covenant. Yes. Sorry to our Jewish listeners. Just so he could eat anything without worrying about kosher. Yeah. What are you making on a sandwich?
If he did worry about kosher, we would accommodate for that. But anyway.
So, first question, does it have to be kosher Jesus? And he says to us, we're imagining, we're spitballing, hypothetically, he said, no, give me anything. What are you making?
I am going to do a freshly baked baguette.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Kind of mozzarella ball, slightly dried out.
Okay.
I'm then going to dice some chorizo into long ways.
So hang on. Sorry, the mozzarella is a big ball you sliced and dried, or mozzarella balls that you let dry?
No. Kind of one of those big,
a big one.
Slice it and just kind of pat it down. the chorizo, then I'm going to fry it on both sides because then it becomes really tender, crispy, juicy, lovely.
Nice. Very not kosher though, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Then maybe some smoked ham.
Oh, as well, right, yeah.
Bit of rocket.
Oh.
Maybe some chili oil kind of over the top.
I want this sandwich.
And like when you like kind of tear it apart, it has that crunch on the outside and that soft
bread
doughy
in
inside.
Just got to say the cheese choice though, buddy. Hearing your fillings, you wouldn't go brie over mozzarella. How have you never eaten
love
brie?
Mozzarella balls that much.
No, don't get me wrong. Love mozzarella, but dude, you haven't had brie.
But with a chorizo and rocket,
yeah,
like
seriously, try
fresh.
brie. You need to try brie, dude.
Okay.
That's my mission this week, is to make you try brie. It's great cheese.
I'll make you my doner kebabs. You can try.
Yeah, I'm well up for the doner kebabs, actually. Yeah, what I'm really vibing at the moment is there's 2 bread recipes I've come across on Instagram because I'm so cool. And I follow both of them, and they're both very, very good. One of them was very simple. It was a 4-ingredient rustic baguette. Ooh. So it looked a bit like a ciabatta. The recipe made 4 of them because it's 700 grams of flour. It's 5 minutes prep, 4 ingredients. You have to leave it. Excuse me, that Coke's going to me. Sorry. It's 4 ingredients, 5 minutes of prep, but 10 hours of proving.
Wow.
So, yeah, just bear with that. So you prep it the night before, but it takes 5 minutes to prep, and you don't actually need it. You combine it and leave it. It does its own thing.
Okay.
It's a bit like ciabatta, but a bit softer. So it might make that. And it has that kind of the flour powdery outside, crispy kind of vibe, yeah? So do that. Or I've got a brand new flatbread recipe or chapati flatbread recipe, which is actually, believe this, I thought this was crazy. I thought this was too wet. We should do a food podcast, by the way.
We
should. The recipe is real simple. It's a little bit of salt, and it's half self-raising flour, half Greek yogurt. Yeah. That sounds too wet, right?
Yeah.
Oh my word, the flatbreads you can make in a pan, they are fluffy and delicious and joyful.
So mine is flour, water, salt, and a sprinkle of baking powder.
Yeah, okay.
I tried to cook them before, but they'd be raw inside, so low and slow.
Oh, okay.
Just butter in the pan so they get that really nice, and they will be the softest, most incredible flatbreads you will ever eat.
Amen.
And they are very cheap. It's just flour and water.
I'm well up for that. Yeah, so if I'm doing that, basically, Jesus, if I'm doing you the rustic baguette, we'll do the we'll do the kosher one for that.
Okay.
It's gonna be pastrami.
Okay.
So got the beef going on there.
Yeah.
Emmental, like a nutty cheese with the holes in.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of mustard. Not sure that's kosher. We'll try and find some. A little bit of mustard and maybe some very thinly sliced tomatoes. That's probably where I'd go. Yeah, with
sun-dried?
No, fresh. Sun-dried have a place, not in that sandwich, I don't think.
Sun-dried have a place in my sandwich.
Yeah, you would. I would actually. Yeah. Again, you need brie. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
If it was flatbread, though, I'd go.
It's not a sandwich, though, mate.
Flatbread. Well, yeah. I mean, fold it. We'll fold it for him.
Yeah, but then it's kind of like a gyro, isn't it?
I'll go Mexican chicken. I'll go applewood smoked cheese.
Okay.
I'll go a little bit of pickled beetroot sprinkled on there, and I'll go spinach or Swiss chard, like the big spear-shaped leaves, folded proper, like
all
semicircle.
All I can say is, next time we have to make lunch for someone, it's going to be good.
Mate, I'm sandwich happy. I've given a kosher and non-kosher answer. There you go.
Okay, fantastic. All right, we are going to have a little break, and we are going to do what was our ASMR segment, but this time it's going to be a fun game.
Okay, I'm preparing myself. I'm moving slightly forward.
On our table, for our listeners
and
non-video watchers, we have kind of a little handful of Lego and a 30-second timer.
There's 30 seconds. Hang on. There's a bit of Lego ASMR.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, got it.
And we're going to have 30 seconds to build something out of this Lego.
Okay.
And then we're just going to kind of show it on the video, describe it to the listeners, and they can, decide. Okay.
What are we making, bud?
Anything you fancy.
Oh, is anything?
Should we do it on the subject of food, since that's all we've spoken about this morning?
Yeah, sure, okay.
All right.
I've got the wrong colours, mate, but I will try and do something foodie.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, guys, I've got a lot of white pieces, so I might have to go for like a white bread, I guess. If I'm making, my brain's automatically making a sandwich here, Toby. This is it. Oh, we're going to have the pieces broken up together. Just to say, we're actually playing with old-fashioned Wilkinson's Lego. You remember Wilkinson's, the shop? No. They sold their own version. Yeah, Wilco, yeah. They sold their old version. They used to sell a version of Lego, their own version. And I know what I'm doing. So that was a joy. And the pieces aren't great. I haven't even started. What are you talking about? Of course we can. Of course we can. I might have to make an open sandwich. Properly cheating. There we go. Let's put that in there. Oh, it's the wrong colour. Never mind. Yeah. So it's a creation. It's pretty terrible. I'm not overly impressed with my creation.
Done.
Dude, you can't be done already. Flipping heck, this is crazy fast. Hang on, Can I put condiment on before I finish?
Fine.
Is that allowed? Okay. All right, here we go. It's absolutely dreadful, and Toby's probably won, but here we go. I have finished my design. Got it.
Okay.
Toby's holding up.
There you go. So
The German flag with the pink bit on.
Squid ink bread.
Squid ink. Okay.
Tomato sauce, some green salad, some yellow cheese, and some pink ham.
That's the worst sandwich I've ever seen. However, have a hot dog. So it's the white bun, and the sausage is in the bun. Little sprinkle of mustard, little squirt of ketchup. Mine actually looks like it. It doesn't look anything like a hot dog.
Mine looks like a squid ink sandwich. So.
Yeah, it's fair. Our sandwich is very two-dimensional.
Hold on, I'm going to hold up to the camera.
Oh, so please, yeah. So yours is very two-dimensional, and mine's very three-dimensional. So, whatevs. Right, I was going to reposition myself. We might have to pause the cast here for a second.
Okay.
Also,
there you go.
Delivery's coming.
Are we pausing?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'd say thank you to this guy.
Is it the board games?
Board game delivery. I'm so happy. What was that?
It was so that I knew exactly when I need to get rid of it, so I might accidentally just put this in, which would not be helpful.
Sorry, what was happening about?
Nothing, don't worry.
Okay,
and we're back.
I'm in position.
All right, okay.
We're no longer paused, we're here.
Yeah, we are going from sandwiches to the Antichrist.
It's just that kind of podcast, though.
Yeah. Okay. Third question.
Toby, what is the Antichrist?
What is the Antichrist?
I mean, you're very brave. Like, go on. There's a lot of theology and,
Well, I have my biblical response, so I want to ask you first. What is your?
So, from the little I understand about Revelation, I know that the Antichrist is a forerunner for the end of the world, and it's the person who's basically doing the opposite work of Jesus. So I try to simplify it as best I can so it's discernible. So, like, if Jesus' main goal is the great high priest, the main job of a priest is to help humans connect with God. So Eden with Adam, our connection, our relationship with God is snapped, it is broken, it is fractured, it is damaged. Priests' job is to reconnect humans in relationship with God. He's the great high priest. He is the ultimate reconnector of God and his people. The Antichrist, if you think of anti meaning the opposite, the Antichrist is sometimes a word for Satan, sometimes it's a character that's either possessed or led by Satan.
Okay.
It's a person or a leader who tries to do the opposite, before Jesus comes back, a person who is refracturing or trying to break a second time the relationship with God and his people.
So I'm reading from 1 John, and it's a little bit different to how you described it.
Place to
actually. And I think my personal understanding of it is kind of both the same and different to what you mentioned. So in John it says, "Children, time is just about up. You heard that Antichrist is coming. Well, they're all over the place. Antichrist everywhere you look. That's how we know that we're close to the end." So the way I understood it was the Antichrist is just someone that openly, and it kind of says it a bit here. Squirrel. It talks a little bit about the Antichrist being someone that just openly defies Jesus and God. Just says they're rubbish. I'm preaching against them. And it talks about how the Antichrist is just a person that does that. A person that is so openly in defiance of God that... But then also there are kind of understandings, if you look online, if you look to biblical scholars, that the Antichrist is one person that comes towards the end.
I think within the book of Revelation, which again is a book of like metaphor, poetry and symbolic meanings, often referred to as a character or Satan himself or someone led by Satan.
But then in John, it very
It's
it
quite
talks about
clear.
them being everywhere.
But I think with Revelation, just remember, again, it's a book of poetry. We're not supposed to be
Yeah.
taking it literally word for word.
Yeah.
Like, the angels are described as being covered in eyes, and I'm not necessarily sure that angels are covered in eyes, the angels of God. I think they can see anywhere and everything because they live in a different plane to what we do. So this figurative, poetic language that isn't literal. And so Antichrist-wise, we know it's a person or people or spirits who are trying to drive us away from God. And Jesus comes to do the opposite.
So it could be that someone today that is so openly in defiance, but it's also important to realise they differ from Satan. So a common misconception is they are the same, because you'd think Antichrist, the opposite of Christ.
I have understood that person could be Satan or someone possessed by Satan.
My understanding is
Satan.
it's someone possessed / guided.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Kind of
early Christians, mate. Like Book of Acts, and if you look at a lot of Paul's letters, the Antichrist, the conversation comes up, and then eventually end up with John writing the Book of Revelation, and I think people perceive Nero, Emperor Nero, who's a real bad dude. He made a name for himself, executing Christians for fun. He didn't want their group to exist anymore. So when he got his hands on Christians, he'd often burn them publicly. Yeah. Hence, we have fireworks called Roman candles, which is pretty grim. And so I think a lot of Christians understood him to be an Antichrist or something like the Antichrist. Someone who's doing the opposite of Jesus died to bring the church into being. The Antichrist tries to destroy the church.
Does the opposite of Jesus' teachings.
So, but anyway, what is that? That's what the Antichrist is. That's pretty good.
So
some
what is
bases
the Antichrist is someone that does the opposite to Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
But you can interpret it as like in Revelations, it talks about there being one. In John, it talks about them being everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
So I think it's important to realize that. And we spoke a bit about it on a youth session, that it's open to interpretation. Yeah. We don't know. We are not answering it here. The Antichrist is someone that does anti of Christ.
Yeah, an enemy of Jesus and the church would be the best way. Enemy of God is a good way to describe them.
But my counterpoint to that would be, could an Antichrist be saved?
Which, funnily enough, Toby, leads us directly into question 4. So would Judas go to heaven or hell? Which actually, it really is the same question that you've just asked. Like someone who's working against God, working against Jesus, be saved. You walked into that. That's really good. Would Judas go to heaven? So just to be really clear for those who don't know, necessarily Judas was one of Jesus's 12 disciples, one of his main followers who turned against him, betrayed Jesus at the end for 30 pieces of silver, said to the leading, the chief priests that they would point out Jesus one evening during the Passover feast. Yeah. And so I'll point him out to you so you can arrest him so you know which one he is. Because basically, Jesus and the disciples, a lot of the leading priests in Jerusalem hadn't necessarily met Jesus himself yet.
So they didn't know him by face.
It was dark.
And there were no photos and internet.
They probably literally all had similar clothing and the same sort of beard. So put that out there. But so Judas promises to point out the man to arrest and betrays him. And it's all open to interpretation. What I've understood from reading scripture is Judas wanted a different kind of Messiah, someone to come and save the Jewish people from Rome, lead an uprising, become the new king, like literally royal family, and save the Jewish people from Rome. And actually, Jesus came gently on a donkey into Jerusalem the Sunday before, the week before. As a gentle leader, he came to save all people from the enemy of sin, and he didn't really give two hoots about the Roman Empire and what they did or didn't do, because he said they tried to trap him and said, Jesus, shall we pay taxes to Caesar? He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, because he says yes, pay your taxes. He's collaborating with Rome, and the Jewish people will hate him. If he says don't pay your taxes, he's causing a riot and he's disturbing the leading occupancy of Rome, and so that the Romans will kill him because he's saying revolt.
Exactly.
Jesus is very smart and says, I'm not that bothered. Like, pay your temple tax, your Jewish temple tax. Make sure you pay that because you're Jewish and you live in Israel. Also, give to Caesar what is Caesar's. He shows him a coin. Look, his face is literally on the coin, like we have King Charles on our banknotes. He's like, look, his Caesar's image is right there on the coin. Pay that to him. Pay your Jewish money to the temple. Do both. Yeah, a very smart answer. So, I really think Judas wanted Jesus to say, too many J's. Judas wanted Jesus to say, don't pay your Roman taxes, kill the occupiers, destroy the Roman army. I think that's what Judas wanted, and I think that's why he betrayed Jesus. So would he go to heaven or hell? What do you think?
Oh,
I've outlined who he is and what his betrayal was. Now it's
would Judas go to heaven or hell?
Judas.
Yeah. I think it's really because it leads on to that heaven and hell topic. Could the evilest man? I'm not saying Judas, but could the evilest kind of dictator go to heaven if 30 seconds before they died they repented? Could they?
Good question.
Because Jesus died for our sins, according to the Bible, they would, because someone that accepts Jesus Christ, their Lord and Saviour, but at the same time, they've made no effort to live like Jesus for their life. So
that's hard.
It is really hard and interesting, but I think my own opinion would be Judas would go to heaven or hell if he accepted God and apologised, and whether he did that in the mortal world or up in heaven, and set it to kind of the foot of God.
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think more I understand Christianity, and obviously I'm still learning. I'll say every day is a school day, and so it should be within Christianity because we're disciples. And disciple means learner. So I just think it's all about the heart. It's all about the heart. And so say if the evilest person in the world was, I don't know, like a mass murderer, and decided, oh yeah, well, like I'll do whatever I want all my life and kill loads of people, and then just like 5 minutes on my deathbed, I'll be like, oh, sorry. Like, I think God knows that's not like a genuine confession, and that's like trying to cheat the system.
But what if it was?
God's quite. Oh, wait a sec. God's quite clever and knows your heart, right?
Well, yes.
So I think he'll see through a false proclamation of faith. Well, hang on a minute. You tried to get away with like. I don't think he's dumb enough to be tricked by that.
No.
But if it is genuine, heartfelt, anyone, you know what? Got a verse for this, dude. got a verse for this. If you look at Romans 10, 12 and 13, it says, when I find the little tiny number, Jews and Gentile, a Jew and Gentile are the same in this respect. They have the same Lord who gives generously to all who call on him. Just to clarify, Paul's talking about salvation not necessarily just being for Jewish people. It's way beyond that. Jesus comes beyond our religion, nationality, whatever. He calls everybody to him. In verse 13, Paul clarifies this: for everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. And that has to be genuine, heartfelt. But I think if Judas, and I kind of wish this did happen. I don't think it did because he ended up hanging himself. He committed suicide. I wish that Judas did. I really do. I wish that he, after betraying him, went, "What have I done?" And then apologized for it to God and had a heartfelt moment of like real repentance and sorrow. And then he gets to go and be with. He gets to go and be with his maker, but he didn't.
When I am with my maker, I would be interested to find out.
Yeah, man. And make him a sandwich if he gives you a kitchen to work in.
Absolutely.
More I'm thinking about the sandwich, I'm like, dude, I should have had some kind of chutney in there.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still on sandwiches because I'm hungry. That's good. Yeah. So the truth is that anyone who calls on Jesus genuinely will be saved and be with him forever. So,
and our kind of passing wisdom to you all is you should have had some chutney in there.
Just should have some the sandwich is too dry now. I'm thinking about it. Anyway,
you know how under Paddington's hat he carries a marmalade sandwich. You should just have a jar of chutney.
Just ready for any occasion. I actually carry Tabasco spicy sauce around with me everywhere I go. Other spicy sauces are available, but you got to be ready. You got to have spice ready. You know what I'm saying?
I carry around cables.
We're charging stuff. All right. Hey, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Yeah, that's time.
What a great podcast.
Yeah.
We need more questions, guys. Just send them in.
Do.
On any channel that we use. Just
and hopefully
you're hearing
have some special guests in the next couple of weeks.
I'm excited about that.
I'm excited.
Let's leave that as a teaser, yeah?
Yeah.
Have some special guests.
Nice.
Bless you.
Thank you all very much for listening.
God bless you. And we have been quite confused.
I really am.
I'm so confused.
Bye.